Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And it is time to create our fifth character. We're going to go back to the Dwarf race. Which means next time we're going to be ending with a human mage. So that way we'll have had 2 humans, 2 elves, and 2 dwarves for you guys to choose from. And we're doing the Dwarf Commoner. So we are one of the casteless. And that's not going to be our name. Our name is going to be Daretti.
It didn't work. I need something new.
And this is an interesting looking tattoo. Although, as we'll come to find out, the little S-like thing underneath our eye is actually the symbol of being casteless in the Dwarven Society. And all the tattoo options have that. Although there's also a tattoo-less option where you don't have the little S thing. So I don't know if picking that would end up changing anything here. I'm guessing probably not. And the game will still act like you have it even if you don't. This intro, I'm like 99% sure I've never played this intro before. So we'll see how things go. And in typical Dragon Age intro fashion, we're going to be thrust right into a situation and then have a whole bunch of information stuff thrown at us, and then we have to kind of like piece things together.
Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the 2 remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat.
The stain on the underwear of life.
Proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look. Something to light a man on fire. But
Okay, so that's Barat.
Please, Barat, can we not do this in front of my brother?
Why not?
Well, that's my sister, or Daretti's sister. I don't even know what we're talking about is the problem. She'll find... Okay, so... What she's actually trying to do is marry up.
He lays low and does whatever job
And marry a noble.
Risk anyone valuable on. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brats. Then you both go free. And I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life.
And Barat has aspirations to not just be a crime lord for his whole life.
Checking on my investments. And right now, they don't bear much gold. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
So she has to try and find a nobleman to marry her within a week.
I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
I don't really care for any of those options, but okay.
Said he wanted to see me again.
Excuse me if I don't start knitting booties. Until I do, you're the one who's going to keep paying her debts with your service to the Carta.
So you need me to do something. Well, I got nothing else to do. You need me to beat someone up.
Yes. Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
We'll see about
I'm sorry
that.
you had to see that.
He expects too much. Yeah, I can't stand the way he treats us either.
You know how desperate the nobles are for more children. They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls against the Darkspawn. If I could give one of them a son, the whole house would celebrate. And we'd all be raised up to noble caste to join the family. It's what Barat's betting on.
That's the dream.
That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward.
Voice lessons? Dwarves have those? Okay. I just don't understand how, if our family ends up moving up to noble caste, how does Barat do that unless we, like, claim he's our brother or something? And we're back to some of this.
It's sheer folly. One more way the nobles protect their status. They say casteless soldiers are more danger to each other than to Darkspawn. That it's an insult to the smith to let us touch a fine-made weapon. Truly,
that is
they
nonsense.
just don't wish to insult the warrior caste by showing that given the same opportunities, we could lead an army just as well.
I mean, I'm not sure about just as well. I mean, we don't have any experience in that field like some of the nobles do, but if we could start getting that, it would,
but
yeah.
They know more than we ever will what the Darkspawn have taken.
Anyways, this whole situation that Orzammar is being like run and governed by is not making much sense.
The fact that we could help defend the city against the Darkspawn.
Exactly. That's the part I was going to say. It does not make much sense. So they have these problems with Darkspawn, and they have this huge casteless society.
For aid before us, it seems.
Give them weapons, let them have weapons, and go battle Darkspawn.
But we don't have time for this now. Lesky must be waiting.
What's the problem?
Like it if I'm late for my appointment.
I mean, I could understand, okay, the merchants and smiths and stuff might lose money because if they die on the battlefield, then their weapons... Just have, like, other teams go in and send them on expeditions to retrieve the lost weapons. So you shouldn't be losing that much money on giving these people weapons. Or maybe they're afraid that if you give all of the casteless weapons, they'll rise up and just start a revolution. I mean, that's a possibility too. But to keep them all casteless and say you're not allowed to do anything or help us with anything, and look at them as like the scum of the earth, or the underground in this case, while you have this big huge Darkspawn problem that you don't have enough soldiers for, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. But that's government and tradition for you, I guess.
Why are you bothering me? Rika?
Oh, great. This is our mother. It's the King of Orzammar.
Don't you talk to me like I'm an idiot.
Well, then don't act like it. You're the one that asked us who we
said
are.
You were finally making something useful of yourself.
Okay, I immediately don't like you.
You tell me. Just what do I got that's worth living for?
How about family? Like, you could help You can help Rika with
I know you both hate
getting her
me.
ready for the Noble.
I know what I done to you, but it was for your own good. The world's a cruel place. You had to learn that. You think you'd be where you are now if I'd let you hide from a few slaps? Everything you are, I made you.
Do you think that's something to be proud of, given the situation you've gotten us to? Try to dry out too.
I tried my best. They treat us like dust, tell us we're cursed. How else are we supposed to live? We got nothing. There's no way out for any of us.
Well, and see, there's the defeatist attitude.
You can
We're not going to
try,
get
but
anywhere.
you'll never get
Nothing's
it off
ever
you.
going to get better.
Dust town.
We're going to be in this
Sticks to the
situation
skin.
forever.
You don't bleed red enough for them, and nothing's gonna change that. All you can do is find some way to forget.
It's like, meanwhile, Daretti and Rika here are like trying to do something to move up. I can appreciate that. I don't really appreciate the whole, oh, woe is me, I'm going to be here forever and nothing's ever going to change or get better. And I'm not going to make any attempts to.
But no hot-blooded dwarf can help himself. Those perfect lips, just made to be screaming my name. You must have had a few naughty thoughts yourself, huh?
About my sister? What in the world is wrong with you? Yeah, or you won't have a tongue left.
You know I'm kidding. It's strictly hands-off with me and Rika. But as much as I'd love to keep chatting, we'd better get down to business.
Yeah, that's what I came here for, not to listen to you talk about my sister being hot.
No such luck. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias, some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back. You know, gold, lyrium, spices. Anything that Barat might cut someone's head off to get.
Great.
All he told me is find him. Duster's got some family from the merchant caste. He's probably staying near their quarters.
So, yeah, what do we do if he's been holding out on
Well, if he
Barat?
is skimming, we kill him, of course. I mean, Barat doesn't let anyone
Barat.
swindle him and live. Bringing
Not
his own
Barat.
plate is completely optional, though. Whatever lets you sleep at night, my friend.
Okay. So we have a mission. Apparently someone's been scamming from Barat.
I can work. Anything you want.
Uh,
Back's still strong.
I mean, that's great. Like, I appreciate his attitude, but I'm not an employer. I'm an employee of Barat, which, if you need a job, why don't you see him?
Place to sleep? You got some coin? All's are
So
ready.
you ready to find this servicer or what?
Okay, so we've got a lot of
Hey there, Carter boy.
beggars here.
2 bits for the needy.
Well, I'm going to treat this like the needy from the alienage, the elf alienage. I want to hear
I
your
see
story.
You around. You one of them Barat boys. You don't know from needing. Not until you're my age.
Oh, you don't...
I
Well,
used to
what
work
happened
in
to
the
you?
mines, checking the new tunnels for bad air. Set me down with a candle, and there must have been a pocket of gas, because it went up like dragon's breath. Healer saved my life, but I can't half walk. What's a man supposed to do?
Yeah.
Sorry fills more bellies when it comes with coin.
Yeah, I get it. I didn't have an option to give you coin on that. Here, take, Is there anything you can give me? I'm not going to ask beggars for
Yes, sir.
something in
Pleasure,
return.
sir.
Especially when they're saying that, like, they're disabled and they can't work, you know?
Is that what you're looking for? That's worth.
Well, I'll
10
ask him.
bits, no.
Okay, I just voluntarily gave you 2 bits. Intimidate?
You think
I'm
I
gonna
got
do
nothing
neither.
for you, but you'll see. This'll be you someday. Soon as you start to wrinkle up and Barat's got no use for you. Don't think you got anywhere to go but here.
Again, another defeatist attitude. We're like trying to make something of ourselves and be positive, and everyone else is just trying to bring us down with negative thoughts. It's like half of this is a mental battle. The other half is doing it and having it work out.
Don't look at me like that. I was beautiful once.
So yeah, another thing I disliked about that guy, like, okay, I freely gave him the 2 coins. I don't regret doing that. But like, I gave you the two bits, and then I just casually asked him, hey, do you know where this guy that I'm looking for is? And instead he's like, no, I need another 10 bits for that. It's like, I just helped you out. If you wanted, my charity in the future, you would probably just be like, okay, you kind of scratch my back. I do know something about this guy. Let me tell you. Instead of just, demanding more. I don't like it. Totally
Scam. What are you doing here?
bad
Trying to
vibes
charm me out of
from,
another set of ribbons for
from
your
that.
girl?
Trying to talk you into being my girl, Olinda. You know my heart's breaking for you.
Don't you go saying that around my husband. Who's your friend?
Lusky, do you just like have the hots for everyone? I'll be nice.
You're welcome to look around.
I have a reason not to
I'll slide
be.
on the markup since you're Lesky's friend, but I can't give anything away for free.
I wouldn't expect anything
Just don't
for
touch
free.
anything if you can't meet the price.
I will touch everything. I just won't buy it. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of... But we actually have some things we can sell. Like I can say, we're actually going to be another dual weapon user. I had to have some overlap
Have you heard?
here.
King's got a team who found traces of Bronca in the deep roads.
They say the king favors his middle son.
Okay.
I'm going to call.
Sounding casteless.
Oh, here's someone important because he has a name.
Hey, boy. You look like someone who could use a spare copper. What do you say?
Okay, you got a job? I mean, I fully support the concept of working for money.
No work, just money for something you're not even using. Much. You look like you've still
could
got
that
all your
be?
teeth. Nice and healthy. I craft replacements for nobles who have lost theirs. I can pay you real handsome for some of those. 1 silver for 2. What do you say?
What? We can sell our teeth for silver? One silver is not much for something that's going to permanently
You won't
change.
get a better price. I'm in demand. Top tooth and wig shop off the Diamond Quarter. 4 years running.
I don't care
There
what you
are
think it's
some who
worth.
just take what they want off someone like you. I'm offering an honest deal. What do you say?
I say I respect you offering me this deal, but I would prefer to keep my teeth.
No work's legitimate if they let you do it, boy. The Assembly declared back in Darbier's reign that it insults the ancestors for casteless to perform any work the recognized lineages can do.
See, that's the
Whether you
attitude
want
that
it or
needs
not.
to change
1.5
in
silvers, and
Orzammar.
that's my best offer.
Still, no. Maybe I should just take that silver from... I wonder if that would actually trigger, like, a fight. It'd probably trigger
yourself.
Lesky saying, no, let's not go overboard. But, yeah, no, I'm not selling my teeth. That's weird. And I wouldn't sell my teeth for that low of a price. Like, I get it, he's running an operation, he needs to make money for himself, but,
Sod off, Brad.
you know, that's how capitalism and free markets work. You know, if someone offers you something, you don't
I have nothing
have
you
to
can
take
afford,
the
and as long as you're here, no
business
one else will
offer.
come.
Well, then I'm going to remain here, so, because I don't like your attitude either. Mister, I have the same tattoo.
Same as you. It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm casteless. But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vend my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day.
It's not necessarily a want in this place.
You certainly don't choose to live any other way. If you were on the surface, you could open a shop, claim land, and start a farm, and get legally married by the human chantry. Orzammar is the only place in the world that will treat you like this. Yet you all stay. I'll never understand it.
He has a point there. But he is being a bit snarky about it. So I still want to just see what you have.
I'm sorry. I've nothing you would want. I don't sell rags and rotten food. I don't know how you casteless can live like that.
But isn't your first... We already talked about his face brand. He already told us that.
Fine. But try to steal anything and I'm calling the guards.
That's a couple times now that we've had... In this particular intro, where we've had like the same sort of options come up multiple times in the same conversation. Even after selecting one or something being explained. Okay, you're right. We can't afford. How did you just teleported through the?
I don't have anything.
You teleported through the counter. All right, let's go to the tavern. Maybe we'll find what we're looking for here.
The ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round from the house.
No casteless.
Well, I have business. Can you tell me if you've seen a open door policy of martyrs?
Why would I tell you anything?
Ascaius.
Take a close look before you finish that sentence. Are you sure you want to make us insist?
Oh, I didn't realize who sent you. He's here all right.
Okay, so there's someone that knows
Right over there.
some tell sign that people know where
Paid up front though. Good silver.
one of Barat's
What's he
men.
done?
He made Barat unhappy. Do you want to make that your business?
I'll say. You do what you have to. Just try and keep it neat. I'm still paying for this space.
Okay, that's fine. And so that must be, that's our guy we're looking for. What else do we have around here?
Is hosting a proving so the Grey Wardens can look at Canada.
I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Oh, I don't care about your conversation. Alright, Ascaius. Hi there.
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Ascaius. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
We have magical powers, even though we're a dwarf that doesn't get magic. I'm going to stop you from making a big mistake. So we could... Oh, wow. The options.
Oh, no. You're not from Barat, are you?
We are.
That would be too much. I don't think I could handle.
Look, we're just here. We're going to keep this... If you did nothing wrong, you got nothing... Exactly.
You mean
but
not
let's...
here to kill me?
But blubbering will just make it take longer. Let's just talk right
I've
now.
always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
Okay, so what's happening with all the money you're getting then?
I haven't. I wouldn't.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with persuade.
I
Those
do
usually
have
work
some
for me.
lyrium ore. I have a little deal with one of the mining families. If it worked out, I was gonna bring Barat his cut, I swear. I'd be crazy not to.
Suicidal, one might say.
Okay, so yeah,
Not
how
long.
long?
I mean, I'm not cheating him.
Give
I
me
mean,
more
this is my first
information.
time. Oh, please don't kill me.
I don't
Just a
necessarily want to
little,
kill
maybe
this guy.
25 sovereigns worth.
25 sovereigns.
Most of that's with my buyers on the surface. I just picked up a few nuggets down here. If I were to maybe give you a piece, that's a lot of coin. Could you forget to mention this to Barat?
I'm interested in leaving this guy. Like, I would imagine in a long-term plan,
Surfacers
Barat
pay
would
good
want this
coin
guy
for
alive
lyrium.
so he can continue
Mages out
business
there,
deals with
they use
him.
it for their spells.
He just needs to
Smiths
be
use it in
corrected and
enchanted
get
weapons.
back to
I just took the
doing
money
what
and
he's
ran.
supposed to do.
I mean, back to Barat to share the profits.
Yeah, back to Barat.
I've got a lot of lyrium. Maybe we could work something out. Share and share alike. I don't got any coin myself. I make that topside, but you can take the ore, sell it, maybe get enough to get out of this nest. What do you say?
Well, there's an idea. Let's, we'll ponder this over and we'll see what we go with next time.